a few reasons to support DC Intel. 1. Timely updates. Get the latest breaking news and intelligence updates as they happen. 2. Reliable information. Depend on us for accurate and credible news sources. 3. Insightful analysis. Gain deeper understanding with our expert analysis and comprehensive coverage. 4. Community engagement. Join a community of informed and engaged individuals who care about current events. 5. Transparency. We are committed to transparency in all our reporting, helping you to see the bigger picture. 6. Convenience. Stay informed on the go with easy access to updates through our social media platforms. Supporting DC Intel means staying informed and connected with the news that impacts our nation.
Love is the only way. Love is the answer. Love is the only way. Oh, love, love, love. It's the only way. Oh, love, love, love. Let it lead the way. In a world so cold, love's the warmth we hold. In a sea of doubt, love will find us out. Oh, love, love, love. It's the only way. Oh, love, love, love. Let it lead the way. So cold, love's the warmth we hold. In a sea of doubt, love will find us out. Oh, love, love, love. It's the only way. Oh, love, love, love. Let it lead the way. Hearts beat as one underneath the sun. Love's melody sets our spirits free. Oh, love, love, love. It's the only way. Oh, love, love, love. Let it lead the way. Revolution in the crowd, shaking ground.
DC Intel. Stay ahead with real-time breaking news and intelligence updates from around the nation. Your trusted source for reliable and insightful information.
We would like to invite you to become a DC Guardian. A Guardian is someone who supports us with a gift of $10 a month. And you will also receive a beautiful DC decal so you can post your support. And also you will get email updates for Guardians only. Plus special discounts on products and functions and conferences to come. Please click on the donate button on our eiobn.com website to support. Once again, on behalf of the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network, thank you.
Let me assert my firm belief that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Nameless, unreasoning, unjustified terror, which paralyzes needed efforts to convert retreat into advance.
Every generation stands on the shoulders of the generation that went before. And so you see farther because you're standing taller than we did and can look farther. But Reed, at least give us the credit that you're seeing farther because you're standing on our shoulders. We don't have inflation because the people are living too well. We have inflation because the government is living too well.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. We dare not forget today that we are the heirs of that first revolution. Let the word go forth from this time and place to friend and foe alike that the torch has been passed to a new generation of Americans born in this century, tempered by war, disciplined by a hard and bitter peace, proud of our ancient heritage, and unwilling to witness or permit the slow undoing of those human rights to which this nation has always been committed and to which we are committed today at home and around the world.
If I give you one message to hold in your hearts today, it's this. The more people tell you it's not possible, that it can't be done, the more you should be absolutely determined to prove them wrong. Treat the word impossible as nothing more than motivation. Relish the opportunity to be an outsider. Embrace that label. Being an outsider is fine. Embrace the label. Because it's the outsiders who change the world and who make a real and lasting difference. The more that a broken system tells you that you're wrong, the more certain you should be that you must keep pushing ahead. You must keep pushing forward. And always have the courage to be yourself.
Revolution in the crowd, shaking ground, winds of
right. Happy Thursday, I believe it is. Lord have mercy. What day is it? Somebody tell me. Yeah, it's Thursday. What a day. Yeah, got some good stuff today. Great stuff tomorrow. We got some great stuff today. I want to touch on all this good stuff we've been hearing and seeing. And let's see here. Let me pull this out here. And yeah, any day now. Any day. I just thought I would play that just to scare the poop out of you a little bit today. Oh, everybody went, oh, there it is. There it is. Oh my gosh, there's the alert. There's the alert. Anyway, it's Joke Thursday, right? No, I'm just kidding with you. Anyway, it's good to be here today. I'm glad that everyone's taking their time to stop and listen to me yap a little bit, talk about some things. We got some good stuff, actually. Some really good stuff. At least I think it is. I mean, Lord have mercy. It may not be to you, but it is to me. Anyway, hey, DC and Patriots. Enforcer, good to see you. Hello. New Enterprise, Pennsylvania in the house. Lenore City, Tennessee. Hello, DC from Dalton, Georgia. Hope you do well. I'm doing great. Hey, DC from Carver, Massachusetts. Hey, afternoon. Hello from Georgia, Holden Beach, North Carolina. Hey, DC from Summerfield, Florida in the house. All right. Central Missouri in the house. Made a comment. Now it's gone. I'll tell you what happened. Rumble crashed twice already. So this is our third go around. That's why when you made a comment, it probably just up and gone. Rumble's kind of like a booger that's just stuck in your nose and you just can't get it out. You blow your nose, you just can't get it out. And it's irritating because it never works out right. So anyway, there you go. That's my description of how Rumble works. Great. Let's see, we got Florida, got Central Missouri in the house. Let's see here. Vegas in the house. Dunklin, Oklahoma in the house. Hamilton, Mississippi in the house. Hey, DC and all you wonderful pages. Columbia, Kentucky in the house. Do you know what Brad Barton's big announcement is tonight? He has me very scared. Well, I can probably guarantee you that he's not pregnant. So that's probably a positive thing there. Let's see here. Hello, DC and everyone from Hutchinson, Kansas. Amy from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Hey, DC, Louisiana in here. God bless you. Thank you so much. Holla, DC from Virginia Beach. Good day, DC from Northwest Ohio. DC, hey, DC from McAllen, Texas. Last night, Kamala was a complete disaster. And so you better believe she did a whole Biden last night. And she repeated Biden. Let me just say that. Let's see here. Orange County, New York in the house. Kentucky in the house. Hey, DC, appreciate your work from Kansas. How do I help out? Just go to our website, eiobn.com, and go down where it says comment or whatever. Click on that and put your information in, hit send, and we will get back to you. Hey, DC from Idaho, Hobbs, New Mexico. Let's see here. Fairhaven, Massachusetts in the house. Lakewood Ranch, Florida in the house. Sorry, the chat's moving quick for me on my side. Hey, DC from Morgan's Point Resort, Texas. Awesome. Checking in from the road from Oshkosh. Plymouth, Massachusetts in the house. Delaware here. Hey, brother from Cameron, Kentucky. Hello to you. New job. I am behind. Needs to listen to last week's shows. Yep, it don't matter. You're good. My first live. Oh, well, thank you so much. Sunny17. Great to have you in here today. Hey, DC. Hello, greetings from Michigan. Awesome. I'm going to be there in a couple of weeks. Myrtle Creek, Oregon in the house. Please let me know if you're seeing my comments. I keep freezing. Yep, it's we see your comments and it's Rumble. Jefferson City, Missouri. Happy to be tuning in. Brenham, Georgia in the house. Lisa from Dayton, Ohio saying hello and God bless you. Hello to you. Let's see here. Stanford, Kentucky. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Reporting for duty. All right. Thank you so much. Bedford, Virginia. Stockbridge, Georgia in the house. ED's from Oklahoma in the house. Maiden, North Carolina. I love you. Thank you so much. Minnesota here also. Okay, let's see. Hey, DC. From Charles City, Virginia. Okay. ADC Leona and Aaron here from Washington State. Awesome. Howdy, DC and fellow patriots. I meet Louisiana. ADC and our DC family. Hope all is doing well. Thank you so much, Crazy Dream. Am I the only one not seeing here in DC yet? I don't know. You should be seeing me. But anyway, let's see here. Look here. Lancaster County, Pennsylvania. Enjoying the music at first. Thank you so much. Be patient. Absolutely. Watching on TV, phone around chat. Let's see. EBS, bring it on. Right. Let's joke. Right. Wetumpka, Alabama. House Madison, Alabama. ADC from Stanford, Kentucky. Oklahoma in the house. Rogue River, Oregon in the house. Went to vote here in North Carolina. The line was long, but we'll go later. Okay, awesome. The dumber Kamala looks, the better Trump ads are. Absolutely. Monroeville saying hello to DC. Hello to you. Way to go blow up my hopes, DC. Yep, that's right. Yep, the EBS. Everybody whoop, got jumping on that one. Augusta, Arkansas in the house. ADC from Edwardsburg, Michigan. Let's see. I'm hoping I don't miss anybody. Sing jumping over back from Florida. West Tennessee in the house. Cary, Ohio. Jackson, Missouri. Let's see what we thought were dead or not. Be very soon. Raleigh, North Carolina, RC and EC in here. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Tennessee in the house. DC, look forward to the 1 o'clock every day, every work day, weekday to hear you and your info. Thank you so much. North Carolina in the house. Let's see here. Kokomo, Indiana in the house. SC from Benbrook, Texas. Arkansas in the house. USA. LA, Lower Arkansas. All right. Butler, Pennsylvania here again. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's see here. Fairfield Bay, Arkansas. Bowling Springs, South Carolina. Lincoln County, Tennessee. If you hear a pause, it's not your sound going out. That's me pausing to read these chats in here for those of you on the radio also. Hey, DC from Arkansas here. Wilsonville, Oregon in the house. Wisconsin in the house. God bless you. Sioux Falls, South Dakota, checking in. Hillsboro, Oregon in the house. Let me see. God bless from sunny and Kansas City, Kansas. Awesome. Alaska in the house. DC, why is it pretty sure we're going to vote on January 5th? I'm not sure on that. Hello, Phil from Cartersville, Georgia. Hello, Patriots, Norton, Ohio, North Central Texas, and Bedford, Virginia, and Texas in the house. All right. If I missed anybody, I'm so sorry. Not sure what's going on here today, other than it's just a normal, good old Rumble day, right? Let's see here. There we go. See, I just had to refresh my screen to get the picture up here. Anyway, let's get started. Last night, Kamala pulled a Biden, and she didn't have Trump there to debate her. It was so, oh my gosh. I'm going to play you some stuff, but it was great. The amount of, I like being right. Okay. I like being right. Not that I'm right all the time. I just like being right. And man, she has totally lived up to all the expectations that I've given her. And I think, and honestly, I believe the American people, the ones that were on the line last night, I think people that's already went and voted for are probably like, oh crap, I just screwed up. And it's crazy. Maybe something wild could happen today, 17th. Yeah, possibly. Fancy Farm, Kentucky. Hello to you, and Hickory, North Carolina house. Awesome. Yeah, it's hard telling, but we'll talk about that here in a little bit. But yeah, so she has lived up to the expectation and also the definition that we've given her on this show. And she has proven over and over and over how incompetent, come on class, say it. Incompetent, Kamala, incompetent. Incompetent to do this job as president of the United States, because we already know that she can't do the VP of the United States because she has screwed that up for 3.5 years, and she's not going to get another 4. That's the good news. How can you be so sure, DC? I don't know. How can you be so sure? Well, it is the amount of people that's going to go out and vote, but it's not even that. I truly believe, as extreme as I can be, it would probably take a miracle like the miracle that Mary had to have baby Jesus for her to win at this point. And I really do. I really do feel that way. Is there some other rabbit that can come out of the hole and destroy things and whatever? Who knows? I don't think it's going to happen. I think we are on as long as we stay right. As long as we stay right. Hey, Wallace, North Carolina. Kansas City, good to see you. And I think if we stay right, stay humble, don't get cocky, don't get smart. Oh yeah, because pride comes before a great fall. Okay, we know that. But with Kamala, I think she has proven herself to the American people really what a crap show her and Joe Biden has been. And man, I'm making a lot of noise today with this stupid chair. So there has been time. I mean, here's the thing. When I say I love being right, I didn't mean it in a cocky way. I meant it like this. We've been saying this is the way her and Joe Biden has been from day one. And people have been, oh, no, they ain't. Those are great people. They're smart. They can run our country. Yeah, they run our country right in the crap hole in the ground. That's what they can do. And that's what they've done. And I'm not sure how I want to do the election with even the show here. I don't know if I want to come on early and stay on and just bash the crap. I don't know. I really don't want to. Yeah, I may want to do that. I don't know. But we'll figure that out. We may have an election party. Who knows? Maybe we'll figure something out. We'll do something. But see, that's what the Guardian should have done. We all should have got together in a neutral place and had a big election party. That's what we should have done. But anywho, but with Kamala, last night, her whatever you want to call it was absolutely 100% amazing. That's probably the best. That's probably the most best and truthful version of Kamala that I've seen any news agency put out. And that's just truth. One of the things that, well, I'm just going to play a bunch of it today, but I'm just trying to get you prepared for our president, Donald Trump, to win. Here's the thing. For anyone who doubted, that's okay. It's okay. I'm confident, but I'm not overly confident to where I'm just, the competitive side of me wants to be very brutal with some of these people. You didn't watch Camel Toe? I saw someone. Yeah. Yeah. So, but we'll get into it here. I'm going to play you a little clip here first of some students talking about Kamala and just everything. But anyways, let's just jump into this here and get started.
I'm guessing you're voting for Kamala Harris.
Yes, my queen.
Yeah, okay. What's her greatest
My
accomplishment?
queen.
Well, as vice president, I'm not sure. I guess I have nothing. I'm stumped.
What is the best thing she's ever done?
I think some of the stuff she did as district attorney in San Francisco is pretty impressive.
Such as?
So like
releasing violent offenders that ended up killing people and raping women?
No, I don't support that.
Oh, yeah, okay. No, but I mean, what has she done as vice president that makes you be like, she's my queen?
Right now, because she's not Trump.
Oh, not Trump. No,
Okay.
but please tell me, why should people vote for Kamala? Give me a reason.
Oh, I don't have.
I don't have a reason. No, he doesn't have a reason. Because he's a dud. He's a dud. He's a participation trophy kid. I don't want to play, Mom. I'm afraid to get hurt on the football field. Okay, Billy. Sit on the sideline and we'll get your trophy anyway, because everybody knows you're a big pussy. But we're still going to get your trophy out there. We're still going to do it, Billy. What are you voting for, Billy? I don't know. My mom and daddy was a Democrat. I'm a Democrat now. I guess I'm just like an animal with a hoop through its nose. Just lead me where to go and vote, and I'll vote. But Kamala's my queen. I hate to break it to you, buddy. She's been everybody's queen. Go to Hollywood. Go to New York. She's been everybody's queen. Wink, wink. You know what I mean, Vern? Yeah. Oh, God. To hear the people that have... Yeah, anyway. So, it goes on. I'm going to play a couple things here. Brett Baer, haven't been a big fan of his, but I will tell you this. I was actually kind of proud of him last night, a little bit the way he handled Kamala, because if it was somebody else, some of these other duds that had done the debates and all that, they would have completely folded and given her everything. But anyway, first of all, she's supposed to have been there like 5:00. Her team calls and says, "Hey, we ain't gonna be there." And she's supposed to be there early, and they were going to start at 5:00. But she don't get there till like 5:15, something like that. But anyways, I'll let Mr. Brett Baer tell you.
Fits in with Dana Reed Sports. You know, when the kicker in football, they call a timeout right before he's going to kick the field goal. They're icing the kicker. So we were supposed to start at 5 p.m. This was the time they gave us. Originally, we were going to do 25 or 30 minutes. They came in and said, well, maybe 20. So it was already getting whittled down. And then the vice president showed up about 5:15. We were pushing the envelope to be able to turn it around for the top of the 6 o'clock. So that's how it started. And I could tell when we started talking that she was going to be tough to redirect without me trying to interrupt. I did this with President Obama. At one point, I just said, Mr. President, I know you like the filibuster. I just didn't even have the chance to sometimes redirect in those.
Well, I guess when you're the queen, you can show up however late you want to show up, right? Because she's my queen. That's what we need to start calling her. She's my queen, everybody. The heartbeat. Just my queen. That's my queen, everyone. Queen Kamala. Yeah, I'm in rare form today. Queen Kamala. The queen of the mattress dancing. Kamala, queen of the mattress dance. Sir, the perfect sleeper. New spokesperson, Kamala Harris. Okay, sorry. That was free. Anyway, let me go on here because, I would say Brett Baer busted her balls, but, of course, heck, these days you just don't know. But anyway.
Is half the country supporting him? Why is he beating you in a lot of swing states? Why, if he's as bad as you say, that half of this country is now supporting this person who could be the 47th president of the United States? Why is that happening?
Okay. Why is that happening? And listen to this brilliant response.
This is an election for president of the United States. It's not supposed to.
Okay. This is an election for the president of the United States. Listen, Queen. I think we, the American people, know that. But thank you for cluing us in.
To be easy?
I know, but
it's not supposed to be. It is not supposed to be a cakewalk.
So are they misguided, the 50%?
Listen,
are they stupid? What
God,
is it?
I would never say that about the American people. And in fact, if you listen to Donald Trump, if you watch any.
But wait, I would never say that about the American people, that they're stupid. But it was just her a couple months ago, and even over a year ago, that was making the statement that the younger generation today is ignorant and stupid. Well, prove it, DC. I already have, Jack. I already have. I've already played you the clips numerous times of her, Queen Kamala, Sir the Perfect Sleepers, her spokesperson is now, I'd like to have a queen size bed. Her actually telling us that, I'm sorry, the younger generation is stupid and ignorant, literally stupid and ignorant. But now she's doubling back saying, oh, I would never say that. Are you kidding me?
His rallies, he's the one who tends to demean and belittle and diminish the American people. He's the one who talks about an enemy within, an enemy within, talking about the American people, suggesting he would turn the American military on the American.
Full of crap. She is full of crap. It wasn't but 3 weeks ago, her and Joe Biden was actually saying that people on TikTok, people like me that express my right to free speech, need to be held accountable and need to be stopped. Period. It's her. And here's the thing. It's Donald Trump that demeans people. No, it's her that gets up in front of the African American community and tries to talk and insult them. Then go to the Latino group, go to those people and try to insult them, trying to be on their level by their accent, language, whatever you want to call it. And then she goes on Colbert and she's talking, hey man, it's Jamaican. Are you serious? I said it yesterday, and I'm saying it again today. It is absolutely the Democratic Party. But these two jokers, Harris and Biden, that have been in this White House, have been, everything they have accused Trump of, they have done it. That's why they're accusing other people. That's it. And I'm sorry. If you have voted for her, bless your little heart. But if you continue to vote for her, I just think you're retarded. I'm sorry. No, I'm not sorry. My show, I'll say what I want. Because there's no way in heck you can even think that this is, well, I vote for her. Well, I can't stand Trump. He's a racist. Can't stand him. He's just a freaking racist. I've seen it for myself. No, you haven't. No, you haven't. You've seen what has been regurgitated and mixed up from the mainstream media and fed to you, little bird. And you have sat and ate what they have given you. You have let them twist your mind. You've let them twist your ways. You have let the mainstream media destroy your family, destroy relationships. And here you are, the good little bird that thinks, oh, I'm just here for my daily fix. And they are the ones that have been brainwashing you to not think for yourself. How can you prove it, DC? Well, I guarantee you, if we stood outside the polls and talked to people, asked them how they got their view on Trump and Kamala, it will be, well, NBC Nightly News, ABC, CBS, even good old Fox News. That they get it from there. But we're good little birds. We're going to take whatever they puke up, mix up, put whatever ingredients they want, and then feed it to us on a daily basis. And we, the good little Samaritans, the little good birdies that need our fix, go and eat up on that stuff, take it in and go, okay, he's a racist. I've seen it for myself. I saw it on the news. Oh, my God. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It blows me away. It blows me away how people can be so loyal. So loyal. And they're not even loyal. Think about this. They're loyal to something that doesn't even have their best interest at heart. They're loyal to a party. And the party. And that's what blows me away about the African American community. They're smart. But when it comes to the Democratic Party, they're fooled. It's amazing. The Democratic Party is the one that pushed slavery. But if Donald Trump would make one small statement and even mention the word slavery, oh my God. But it's okay for Kamala because she's black, she's Latino, she's Jamaican, she's Vietnamese, she's whatever the heck she wants to be. Unbelievable. And if anybody that watched that last night could still go, you know what, that's my queen, I'm still voting for her, then you are a complete dummy. A complete nincompoop. Well, there ain't nobody else to vote for. Yeah, there is, Donald Trump. I just don't like him because he's racist. Oh, so you still haven't figured it out. Okay. All right. We'll leave you there too. Crazy for feeling. So anyways, I'm gonna play this here. This was actually Kamala reacting to Trump, and this is where she got it. She got that from the other night. She got this from Trump when he was talking about enemies from within.
The worst people are the enemies from within. The enemy from within. Those people are more dangerous, the enemy from within, than Russia and China. These people should be put in jail the way they talk about our judges and our justices. Now, if you had one really violent day, one rough hour, and I mean real rough. I think the bigger problem are the people from within. We have some very bad people. We have some sick.
See, I'm going to stop here. They are scared of that kind of language. And I'm going to tell you why they're scared of that kind of language. Because one, that's the kind of language that DC would use. Give me 1 hour and I'll show you 10 less criminals. But the reason why they're scared about that is this. They know that he knows that they are the enemy from within. And not only Kamala and all those dirt bags, but the rest of those others, Democratic and Republican, they're on both sides. At this point, they know they have no choice but to smile and pretend like they're okay with Donald Trump and vote for him. They have to. Because if Kamala gets in, not only Republicans are screwed in our economy, but the Democrats, they're really screwed. They're really screwed. She's not going to be controlled. And that's what they fear about Donald Trump. Well, he ain't going to be able to be controlled. He won't be controlled, and we won't be able to. We won't be able to keep our thumb on him. And she's not Joe Biden. And anyway, it's going.
People, radical left lunatics. And I think they're and it should be very easily handled by, if necessary, by National Guard, or if really necessary, by the military.
And that's where she got using the military to turn them on his own. Turn the military on his own people. No. You didn't hear what he said, Queen Serta. He said there's far people on the left. You know, there is people that want to do nothing but destroy us, okay? I'm just going to be brutal here. They want to kill you. They want to take everything from you. They're barbaric people. They're in our country now. This ain't something that's fixing to come. This ain't something that possibly could be. They are here. They're here. And it absolutely just boggles me why American people, it used to be they just hated Russia and that was it. That was it. Hate Russia, hate him. Oh gosh, we're one around here. But we have infiltrated our country with these goofies. And Trump, when he said, pretty much what he said was this. on the first part of his segment, he was talking about just a couple hours. Well, I think there's a movie out called The Purge. And I don't think that he would turn people loose to go kill other people. But I think if push come to shove, he knows that there's a lot of American people that are fed up with this crap that the Democratic Party has fed us and fed America and screwed us over. That if push come to shove, he could pull the military out. And those of you that have wanted to see, I don't see the military doing nothing, DC. They're supposed to be doing something. They're doing nothing. You're about to poop your pants in this next presidential term. You're going to see more military action than probably your great-granddaddy did in war. Not that we're going to go to war, but you're going to see them actively taking people out. And when I say take them out, I'm not saying blow their head up on the street. I'm not talking like that. I'm saying they're going to be a roundup. And the roundup is probably going to start first with all these migrants and all these other illegals. And I'm telling you what, I better not hear one person stand out there that voted for Trump going, oh my God, he's deporting these people. Oh my gosh, they got little children. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they do got little children. And so do we in America that are going without food, going without water, going without shelter because the Biden administration has given them, and Obama has given away billions and billions and billions of dollars to people that would rather see us a piece of dirt blown up than to be successful, that have tried to milk this cow dry, that when we have our own national disasters, no one can help. I'm speaking truth here today. Absolute truth. It's going to change. Period. It don't even matter at this point whether you like it or not. It's going to change. And you will see, for those that are settling, I haven't said nothing. I haven't seen nothing. I don't believe nothing. Then sit back there and shut your trap because you're going to see it. You're really going to see it. And when you start seeing people being rounded up and shipped back home, I dare anyone to go, oh, I can't believe America would stoop that low. No, it's called taking care of our own first. And then what's left, then we help others with that. But here's the thing. We can no longer be a country that fixes everybody up. You understand that? We can't fix everybody up. We cannot be the place that everybody comes to get their bandage on and go home. It's same with church. Well, we're a hospital for the sick. No, you're not. No, you're not. That's the reason why church people can't be sane, for God's sakes. You have so many people in church that are whack jobs and nuts. Wacky. God's going to talk through my hand right now. I mean, that kind of crap. That kind of junk goes on. Because we have not focused on our own mind. We have to be a place, we have to be a church that we take dominion. You understand what I'm talking about? Take dominion, not patch people up and send them home with scars that they're going to go, oh, it's itching, and pick at it and cause it to get infected. They come back in to get repaired again. They go back out, come back in and get repaired again, come in, over and over and over. Same thing in America. We have got to stop patching everybody's wound, kissing everybody's boo-boo, and taking care of everybody's financial problem. America must take care of itself. America must come back to being an America that takes dominion, not patching things up. That's how it is. That's how it is. Praise God. Hallelujah. Woo! You feel the Spirit in here. Anyway, get back to Donald Trump there. Sorry.
So you heard his words. You heard his words coming from him. He's talking about the enemy within Pennsylvania. He's talking about the enemy within our country, Pennsylvania. He's talking about that he considers anyone who doesn't support him or who will not bend to his will an enemy of our country.
I have news for you. Those words that she just said will come back to haunt her black, white, Jamaican, Latino, Vietnamese, whatever butt. It's going to bite her in the butt. She has been one of the enemies within. See right there? Let's go scripture for you guys. Y'all love that Bible stuff, right? The enemy comes to what? Steal, kill, steal, and destroy, right? Destroy. And her message was not a message of hope. It's a message of destruction and threatening. Well, how's she threatening? Because if you vote for this bad man, and this bad man, he wants to take all your rights. He wants to do all this evil stuff to you, Pennsylvania. Let's make it personal. Let's call out your state. Wants to do so much to you and hurt you. He's talking about controlling. He's talking about coming into your home, taking your guns, taking your rights. But there's no message of hope. No message of hope. No message of future. None of that. It's all, they have all been on the platform of scare tactics. That's what it's been. Scare tactics. If you voted for, bless your heart. If you didn't wake up today going, oh boy, I made a mistake, then I don't know. And those of you that were considering voting for, if you watched last night and you saw what a train wreck it was, you're crazy for still voting for. Let me go on and play this here for you real quick here. This was last night too.
Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And Donald Trump
but
is.
You talked about it.
And Donald Trump
after
is.
George Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump.
Okay. Like I've said in the past, 5 freaking billion times, she never, ever can answer a question. She answers a question with a statement of someone else. It's called redirection because you're phony as a fart.
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump, which is why the people who know him best, including leaders of our national security community, have all spoken out, even people who worked for him in the Oval Office.
Oh, my God. I mean, it's like, here's the thing. It's like she plays the political victim card. I mean, seriously. Seriously.
Know him best, including leaders of our national security community, have all spoken out, even people who worked for him in the Oval Office, worked with him in the Situation Room, and have said he is unfit and dangerous and should never be president of the United States again, including his former vice president, which is
Traitor Pence, Mr. Gay Boy.
Why the job was open for him to choose another running mate.
Okay. We're all a lot dumber for listening to this, but I want to let you hear this again.
Joe Biden is not on the ballot.
I understand.
And
but
Donald Trump
But you
is,
talked about it.
And Donald Trump
After George
is,
Clooney said within a few minutes of talking to President Biden at a fundraiser that he thought this was not the same Joe Biden that we saw on the debate stage.
Donald Trump is on the ballot.
I understand. You met with him at least once a week for 3.5 years. You didn't have any concerns?
Didn't have any concerns over Joe Biden. Over Joe Biden?
I think the American people have a concern about Donald Trump.
Okay, let's redirect the question because I am a ding-dong and I don't know how to answer any questions. And I'm sorry if you get really offended over what I say, but I don't care. I'm not really sorry. It's more like a statement. But the thing is she can never, and I've been saying this for 4 or 5 months now, she can never answer a question, legitimately answer a question. When she is asked the question, she always redirects that question to a statement about Donald Trump or what someone else has said about Donald Trump. Do you want to know why people are scared of Donald Trump that know his ways around him? Because they know if he says it, he'll do it. He's not like these other buffoons that will just say something and not do it. Because you want to know why? He's not a politician. That's what politicians do. Shake your hand, smile, kiss the babies, lie to your face, and screw the American people. And not only that, even in your city governments, they do that. I mean, it's everywhere. It has to have a house cleaning in America. And by God, let's start with Kamala. Let's be done with it. Be done with it. Get rid of them. Get out of there, and let's start. Because it's not just going to be bed of roses when Trump goes in there. It's going to be a complete, it's like cleaning up after a circus. You got crap everywhere that you have to clean up. Disinfect after you've cleaned it up. Wash everything off and start anew. First day in office, our utilities and gas and all that stuff ain't going to go just automatically plummet. Ain't going to happen like that. That's why I've been saying you got to be, once Trump's in there, that's the first step. But you can't expect to sit back and put your legs up and your feet up and go, oh, well, we're here. Take it over, Donald Trump. You can't. You cannot do that. Cannot do that. It's just impossible to do. Let's go on here.
And here in Pennsylvania.
Here we go.
Voters tell pollsters all over the country and here in Pennsylvania that immigration is one of the key issues that they're looking at this election, and specifically the influx of illegal immigrants from more than 150 countries. How many illegal immigrants would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of...
Okay, hang on. Thank you for bringing up the immigration. She was over it, douchebag.
Would you estimate your administration has released into the country over the last 3.5 years?
Okay. He's asking her for a number. For those of you that ain't following, he's asking her about how many would you say?
The country over the last 3.5 years.
Well, I'm glad you raised the issue of immigration because I agree with you. It is a topic of discussion that people want to rightly have. And you know what I'm going to talk about.
Yeah, but
right
just a number. Do you think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's...
Okay. Here we go. Once again, question 2. Asking her again. Number. We need a number.
Number. Do you think it's 1 million, 3 million?
Brett, let's just get to the point. Okay?
Let's do it, please.
The point is that we have a broken immigration system that needs to...
Okay. So we still don't get a clear answer.
That we have a broken immigration system that needs to be repaired.
So your Homeland Security Secretary said that 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished. We have
it's a
an
rough
immigration
estimate of 6 million people have been released into the country. And let me just finish. I'll get to the question. I promise you.
Okay. So see, here's my thoughts on this.
Heated from the start.
Here's my thoughts on this. The reason why she cannot give an answer to, is it 1 million, 2, 3, 6, 4, 5, is because it's greater than what we've ever thought. That's why she cannot give a direct answer. When you have leaders that have been leaders of the free world, and they cannot give you legit answers to their policies, to what they've done in America, it's time to go back. It's time to go home. It's time to go home. There's no, well, we possibly, no. When you cannot answer the question, when you have been, and that's the thing. Last night became a bigger, greater awakening, or eye-opener, not awakening, eye-opener for the Democratic Party, that they really screwed up. That, you know what's crazy? I believe they would have had more votes if they would have kept Joe Biden in. I really do. But this whole coup with him overthrowing him and all that. And here's the thing. We've always had a problem with immigration. We've always had a problem with these. It was prior to Trump. You know, remember when Trump was when he was running? I'm going to build a wall. Oh, that's so funny. He's going to build a wall. Where's he going to get all that steel? Well, steel places. Where's he going to get all that concrete? Where's he going to get all these barricades? Well, where else do you think he's going to get it, dumb ding ding? I mean, seriously, why do we ask the most retarded questions? And he did it. He started doing it. And then they put a halt on it. I believe when Trump comes back, it's going to be Trump to the extreme. And when I say that, not in a bad way, I think when he says he's going to get something done, he's going to get it done. I believe we're going to see the immigration thing. I think it's going to be completely handled. It's going to be completely handled. It's going to be completely dealt with. Take a commercial break and I'll be right back.
Listening to the Excellence in Online Broadcasting Network.
Hey everybody, it's DC, and today I want to talk to you about Birch Gold Group. And we recently had some monumental news that no one else is actually talking about. And for the first time ever, the interest the U.S. pays on its debt surpassed every individual budget item except Social Security. And that's right, the U.S. Now spends more on interest than on national defense or even Medicare. And it's only getting worse as big government continues to spend recklessly. And that's why savvy Americans are turning to gold, and something not tied to the inflated dollar is what it is. And you too can can do this with the help of Birch Gold Group. And for over 20 years, Birch Gold Group has helped tens of thousands of Americans protect their retirement and savings by converting on IRA or the 401k into an IRA in gold. To learn more, go to birchgold.com/rumble, birchgold.com/rumble, and get a free, no obligation information kit on diversifying your retirement into a gold IRA. Birch Gold has earned a A+ rating with the BBB and thousands of happy customers. Protect your IRA or your 401k. If you want to do that, go to birchgold.com/rumble and get your free information kit on gold today. I wanted to say one thing here. On behalf of Rumble, I'm grateful for that, but I want to encourage you, the audience that's listening, to download the Rumble app. That way you get the notifications every time that we go live. And also when you do that, be sure you follow us, and it will help remind you, when we do go live. And also, the app is available everywhere for TV. It's available for TVs also. So make sure you download the Rumble app. Once you download it, you search for my channel, DC Intel. It'll pop up, and follow the channel directly on that app. This will make sure that you get a notification every time that we go live, and keeps you informed. And also, if you click on the link in the description or the pinned live chat to download the Rumble app, actually on your phone also, it's free to do that. And if you prefer to watch us on a big screen, which is pretty cool, we are also available now on Apple TV, Android TV, Fire TV, Roku, LG, and Samsung TVs. All you need to do is just search for Rumble. Once you get that, download it, search for DC Live, and every time it'll be on your big screen. All right, I found something. We'll play for you here in just a second. Yeah. Anyway, so something I found we'll play for you. Everybody has laughed and joked around about the tunnels and things like that they've trafficked children in, and of course, the more and more that the public is being made aware of Diddy and the tunnels, then all the different places and all the different, stuff that has been known, but some public hasn't known, and some has known and just didn't want to believe it and said it was far-fetched, is starting to realize that it's true. But anyway, one of the things here that I found, I thought this was interesting because Kamala actually was speaking on this. And I want you to hear something here, and then we'll tell you something about this.
I walked through tunnels that traffickers used to smuggle contraband into the United States. I've seen tunnels with walls as smooth as the walls of your living room, complete with lighting and air conditioning, making very clear that it is about an enterprise that is making a whole lot of money in the trafficking of guns, drugs, and human beings.
Okay. If she knew this, and she admitted she's known it, and has done nothing about it, I don't want her my president or VP. This tells me this. If she has walked in these tunnels where they brought contraband, drugs, and smuggled children out of, why in the heck didn't she fill them at full concrete? Because if you, and people have a hard time, because I'm hard about this. I'm kind of hard, because a lot of people get mad. Well, you shouldn't assume that. This is how I believe. If you are not involved in that stuff, then you do everything you can to have that problem fixed. At least I would think so. Especially if you have the power as like a VP. But if you walk in somewhere where you know that there's kids that's been sex trafficked through there, that drugs is coming in, killing people in your country, the fentanyl is just crazy, people being smuggled in, you know they're violent people, and you do nothing about it, you need to go to prison. You're just as guilty as the person that sells the little kid. You're just as guilty. And I can give you probably three. Let me go. I'll probably give you 10,000 reasons not to vote for her. Because I can guarantee you this: if Trump said, "Hey, I saw these tunnels. I saw where they have smuggled drugs, people, sex trafficked, all this other stuff through these tunnels," it would be followed up in his same sentence by this, but I have ordered them to be flooded and filled with concrete, or sealed off. It blows me away. Not only that, I'm not going to play that. She's just goofy. Anyways, one of the things that Kamala keeps saying is, what can be unburdened by what has been? I saw this and I heard this, and I want to play it for you. It's really good. Maybe if I can get to it here.
Me, what you interpret by what can be unburdened by what has been. What does that mean?
I don't know if I should say. There's a line in Marx where sometimes you hear certain phrases like a world to win. AOC uses the phrase, we have a world to win, which comes from the end of the Communist Manifesto, originally written in German. It was the name. I used to hang out in the Revolutionary Bookstore in Cambridge, Massachusetts with the communists, because they print everything in every language. So if you're trying to learn multiple languages, they'll print the same text in all of these languages and you can compare. It basically says you have to wipe out what has been to arrive in the new.
And where's it from? What can be unburdened by what has been?
It's not a direct translation, but it occurs in Karl Marx. Now, I wasn't expecting this. I could find you the exact reference. If you think about what Mao had to do to wipe out Chinese history, what Pol Pot had to do, you're trying to wipe out memory because the memory has all of this burden. Why is it important to go after doctors and lawyers and teachers and professors? Because in some sense, they are going to resist the new order that you're about to impose. You're looking for a blank slate.
They're like a tether to the past.
Okay, I'm going to tell a story I don't know that I've ever told anyone. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. Can't promise it's original to you, but I was in Hoi An in Vietnam. Now, I'm going to lose this one. Hoi An is one of the only beautiful places that I found, like Hue and Hoi An. A lot of things were really ripped up in that war. And there is an unbelievable and difficult instrument, which the Vietnamese language is very hard, so I'm going to say it wrong, it would be written as Dan Bao. It's one string and a giant lever, and you pluck the harmonics, and it's supposed to be an intimate instrument, I think sometimes played by the blind, where only the person who's intended is the recipient of the music. Okay. I see this in a window in Hoi An, and I become transfixed by it. And a woman says, I see you looking at this in English. Would you like to come in? And I said, I don't want to impose. She says, no, it's not mine. So she invites me in. And there's this guy who appears to be brain dead. He's like deformed. I'm not going to get through this. And he's speaking very haltingly, and I don't know who he is. And there's something about music, something about journalism, something about a professional. I can't really make out what's happening. I'm asking about the instrument. And this woman brings him a guitar. And this deformed man starts playing some transcript, like Chopin or some piano concerto on the guitar at some incredible level. And I can't even imagine that his body can do it. And so I have no idea where I am or what's happening. And then he motions for like a book. And she brings a book. And it has all of these articles about this man tortured for his principled stand against communism. This man has been destroyed, mind, body, to the point where it's just painful to watch him. And I realized that basically do you know what a nail house is? If you Google nail house under Google Images, do it. Or you can't do it, or you're off the internet.
No, I can do it.
Tell me what you see.
It's a tall building, an individual standalone structure in the middle of a road.
There are these people who will not give up their homes when a shopping mall goes in or a road is put. And for some reason, they'll build a highway to screw over the person who stands up and says, I will not move. And the idea is that that road is the future, unburdened by what has been, and then there's some holdout who won't go along with the program.
If Kamala Harris is as unsophisticated as we think she is, do we really believe that she is quoting from the dark depths of...
Why do you believe she is as unsophisticated as you have just claimed? What did her father do?
I don't know.
Look it up. And by the way, I am assuming that I will end up on the Open Skies watch list as a result of this podcast.
That is crazy, by the way, what happened to Tulsi. The quad S on her boarding pass. Donald J. Harris, the father of Kamala Harris, Jamaican-American economist, professor emeritus at Stanford University, originally from St. Anne's Bay, Jamaica.
What kind of economics?
Known for applying post-Keynesian ideas to development economics. What's post-Keynesian?
I don't know.
Post-Keynesian economics is a school of economic thought with its origins in the general theory of John Maynard Keynes' subsequent development influenced to a large degree by a name I can't pronounce.
I think that there was a lot of Marxist thought. And as a man whose family comes from the far left, you recognize certain sorts of commonalities. I'm sure she would see them in me. The Democratic Party is not communist. I don't think that that's right. That's the critique of many of my right-wing friends. But it is welcomed in a lot of neo-Marxian thought. I would say AOC is straight up Marxist. I don't know. I think Kamala is everywhere between crony finance and Marxism. You're talking about things for which you do not have language.
So the reason that I said I don't think that Kamala can be as sophisticated as perhaps this obscure reference said 100 times, apparently, according to the archive.
Who's Charles Mingus?
I don't know.
Kamala's a lot smarter than you're giving her credit for.
I mean, this is your point about how many levels through it do you go. This is the first one, this is the second one, this is the third one.
Yeah.
But in order to be able to do the Ukraine is a country, it is a small country, Russia is a big country, they are a bigger country, this is bad, time is all around us. In order to be able to do that self-referentially, with agency, knowing what you're doing, the metacognition to be able to do that and play a role, to me seems, that's like 200 IQ stuff to be able to do that.
I don't think so. I think it's 130 IQ stuff. I think you could do it better than you think. We could have a pretend. All right, I'm going to talk to you in a way you haven't heard before. Son, I'm going to school you on a few things. You can stop that silly grin and wipe it right off your face. We can sound like however we want. I could affect some sort of Oxbridge accent, or I could do Cockney. It doesn't matter. You're looking at characters. This is why I wrote the 2011 kayfabe essay, because you're looking at professional. Do you imagine that the Iron Sheik, who is the Iron Sheik? Who is Triple H? Who is the Undertaker? Do you think he actually works in a mortuary?
These are all characters. And the ideology behind that, what can be unburdened by what has been is Marxism. It's Marxist. That's who has been in the VP spot. That's who has wanted to be in the presidential spot. The more you know, remember those old things that would come on? The more you know. That's who she is. That's who she is. She's dumb as an ox, but at the same time, she's been trained pretty well. And it's crazy. It's crazy. And time's getting away big time. Tomorrow. Yeah, I think I'll do it tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow I got some good stuff for you. Okay. Good stuff for you tomorrow. Talk about some things. I tell you what, today I want to talk to you just real quick here. I hardly ever get like really transparent with our group here. And today I'm going to talk to you about something to encourage you, to encourage the people. We go through things in our past, we go things into our life that, and I'm switching the gear from politics here to personal, but yet I want you to be encouraged, and it'll encourage you, I think. And we go through things in our life that actually, that's why it's important for us to make sure our kids are taken care of, even at our schools. But anyway, so we go through things in our life, and they shape and they build who we are and how we decide things, how we react, all these things. But I want to talk to you about a story here, and this is a true story. This is something in my life, and I just want to take you for this little journey real quick here. Several years ago, it's been 23 years ago. Tomorrow, but 23 years ago, I lost a son. I had a son that passed away, and as a man, you have a son. That's someone that's going to carry on your name. My other siblings don't have boys. When my dad passed away, that was devastating. It was a couple years ago. Devastating, but I've been on this 2-week, 3-week journey of just, every time this year it gets tough on DC. It just does. It gets tough on me. And I think about this, but I want to show you how time helps. It never erases what happened, but time changes, things change, and things help you heal that you never ever would have thought would have helped you heal. And so, my son had passed away, and it's devastating, very devastating to go through all that. And then a year later, one of my daughters comes along, and now that I had already lost my son, I made sure that my daughter was protected in so much, like overly protective. Even when she got older, that's now you see the extreme of when I was telling you the story about the guy that was trying to give him candy, and I knew that he had been a sexual offender, and how I told the pastor I was going to rip the guy's larynx out and piss down his throat if he touched my kids. It's very extreme to me. So, anywho, you got all this. You go through these things in life, and so every year, things get better. You deal with your kids. You go through life. And then you lose a parent. That's another thing. it's devastating to people. It's devastating. And so it's hard. And so 5 years ago, my daughter called me and says, Daddy, I'm pregnant. I was like, well, baby, okay. And she's like, how do you feel? I said, I'm excited. I'm gonna be a grandpa. Something I didn't expect. Be a grandpa. And so she goes through her pregnancy, and she was telling me when they was going to finally get to the point where they was going to have the baby and all that. And I had made a special on my schedule that I was going down for a couple, for a week or two to be with her and to be around her, that we could see my grandson, the baby. I didn't know it was a son at the time, a grandson. And then a couple weeks later, she called me back and said, Dad, it's going to be a boy. I was like, fantastic. Awesome. Sends me like all these screenshots of the ultrasounds, all that stuff. I'm completely just excited. And I was laying in bed one night. My phone rings about 1:30 in the morning. It's my daughter. She's like, Daddy. I'm like, yeah. Her face, her hair, everything. She looks like she's just been crying, like something's really wrong. I said, what's wrong? What's wrong? She's like, nothing, Daddy. I went into labor and I had him. I had my baby boy. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. Oh, are you okay? I'm fine, Daddy. I'm fine. She says, Daddy, I know that you lost a son. And I'm going to give my baby boy, I'm giving him your last name to carry on your legacy. It's like, wow. Unbelievable that my daughter would even think that. And so I go see him. Beautiful boy. He's 5 years old now. Beautiful. Love that kid to death. Oh my gosh. Trust me. I think it's even more when you have a grandchild. You're even more into it than you did when you had kids. And so I've loved this boy like crazy. I still do. It's amazing. And even though I'm coming up on the anniversary tomorrow of my son, he'd be 23 years old. Can you believe that? 23 years old. My daughter calls me about 2 weeks ago. Daddy, I sent you a text. Look at it. Okay. And it's an ultrasound. I said, oh. I called her. I was like, hey, I got this. She goes, well, zoom in and look. Okay. And I zoom in and look. And she's having twins. And I thought about this. Life, you ever hear the saying that life will give you lemons and you have to make lemonade? It really is true. And I said that to say this. You can have so much pain in your life from certain, maybe nothing that anyone else has caused you, just life in general that has caused you pain. And it is up to us to find the betterment in life. You can choose to always be down, always be upset, or you can find the light somewhere. And the light for me is not the fact that I lost a son. It's the fact that I have my children, I have my grandson, and I'm about to have 2 more. grandchildren. Life is good if you let it be good. Life is great if you let it be great. Don't let your circumstances in your life, and don't let everybody else's circumstances in their life cause you to have a bad day, a bad month, a bad year. Oh, but DC, you don't know. I've lost my house. Had a divorce. I've lost this. I've lost that. Who hasn't? Trust me. Those that live in big homes, they have big bills. We can't be worried about that stuff. We have come so far in America through politics, through pain, through loss, through so many things. We are a people of God, and we are a people that survive adversity, that survive chaos and turmoil. We're still walking through North Carolina with people, Florida, and anywhere else that is needed. We make a difference because we choose to make a difference. That's why we're putting together this team within our DC community. Because you can choose to look at life and say, man, my life just sucks. Or you can choose to look at it and say, you know what? My life is good. It may not look it right now, but my life is good. Don't ever let yourself get to a place to where you just think that life is not, this is horrible. Because there's always someone else that's in worse shape. I can't stand it because my legs hurt. Can't stand it. There's someone that don't have legs. Oh gosh, my head has just killed me. I just got this problem. I got that problem. There's some people that have been in car wrecks that don't have half their brain. And there's some people like me that go, man, I've went through some crazy adversity in my life. I went through some crazy stuff. I could still be sitting down and grieving and grieving and grieving. But you know what? God restores all somehow, some way. And it may not be through your hands or my hands, but God brings back the joy. Little did I know that after my son had passed, when my daughter came along, that she would be the one that would restore my name to live on through legacy, and that she would bring back joy. And my firstborn, the apple of my eye, the love of my heart. I love her too. You know what? I don't know your relationships in your life, and I don't know your circumstances. But if you have kids or you have parents, tell them you love them. Tell them you're grateful that they're in your life. Even if you haven't talked to them in a long while, or they don't even want to talk to you, just tell them. Call them and tell them, say, listen, I love you. That's it. No strings attached. I don't want nothing from you. I don't need a gift card. I don't need nothing from you. Just want to tell you, I appreciate you. That's it. On this day, 10:17:24. We overcome by the blood of the Lamb and the word of our testimony. And today, your testimony needs to be told. Your struggles can still be your struggles if you want them to be. But your struggles being told are the ladder to help other people climb higher in life. And today, I just want to say, you're going to be okay. And I don't even know who this is for. I just feel like I need to say it. You're going to be okay. We as America are going to be okay. We're all going to be okay. And it doesn't matter what gets thrown at us. We're going to build. We're going to come back stronger. And America is going to come back better. If you get a chance, you can go to our website, eiobn.com, that has all of our social media links. And check us out. There's also a place on there to donate if you want to. If you still want to donate to North Carolina, we're still doing stuff there. You can put in there that, or Florida, whichever one you want. But everybody, stay encouraged, because we win. Be back tomorrow around 1 p.m. Have a great day.